Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. This is Matt Dibenedetto's 2019 Procore Toyota Camry with Levine Family Racing. This was Casey Kane's old ride, so I had to kind of get it. I'm also a pretty big fan of Matt Dibenedetto, so that doesn't hurt by any means. I definitely love to see him do well. So this was not a hard one for me to decide to get. And then obviously domination of the 500 only makes this even better. So on to the box. We'll start there, and then we'll get on to the car. Standard Elite box from 2019. Nothing super crazy. We got the base, the screws, and all that. One of only 60. That's right, you see this right. Only 60 of these were in Elite. So if you want one, pick them up. I'm thinking these are going to be pretty rare because they did not make very many of these. They probably made a bunch of ARCs, but boy, for only 60 Elites, that's a low number. On to the diecast. It's a great looking diecast. I cannot believe they're only making 60 of these. Oh, this thing looks great. A few little things that I will say, but I'll get to those at the end. So it is the 2019 mold, so we have the splitter sticking out in front. Other than that, it's the Toyota Camry front end, as they did make that switch. We got the Monster Energy Cup Series logo there. There's our number 95. It is a different font for New Year and everything. Procore. Matt D Racing up there, Toyota. We got Dumont Jets over there on the back, and then the ethanol ring. So here, I'll just get a quick comparison side by side. Actually, we'll finish this, then we'll get to that. Procore, Toyota, number 95, Camry on the back. There you can see our fuel cell in there. We do have the new spoiler on the back, which is black, and then a little clear bit above that. Procore on the deck lid, DIN 49. On the roof, you can see our new font, number 95. There's some two antenna marks chipped up a little bit, unfortunately. I wish I could say that this is good. I mean, it is. For Lionel's quality control, this is considered a good diecast because most of them have way bigger flaws than this, unfortunately. That's how far downhill they've gone. But like for that's a little very minor thing. Sure, I would love it to be better, but I can't even expect that at this point. So down the right side, we got Procore number 95. There you can see this design on the skirt there. It's a new neat part is that there's actually some decaling up on the window. You can see there's a little decaling up there on the window. That's kind of neat. That's not very often they do that. Monster Energy Cup Series with the Toyota logos on the windshield. And there's our Camry front end and Procore across the hood. We'll take a look under the hood, and then I'll do a little side-by-side from this Procore car compared to last year's car from Casey Kane. So there's our Toyota engine in there. It looks good. I love how the hoods open up so much better on these Camrys. I mean, they get up fairly high, and then you can see all the detail in there. There is no spot for the headers, actually. The plug wire is individual. So I think that's kind of nice that they, don't have that, unfortunately. But, it is nice that they got decent engine detail. There's our underbody here with the black headers and all the detail there. Working rear suspension. So this car looks fantastic. I would love to have seen this car, up next to, say, this car. This is last year's Casey Kane car. Obviously, this is a Camaro, so it naturally is going to look better than a Camry. I'm not an anti-Toyota person, but the Camaro just looks better. I mean, let's face it. Come on, we're all smart here. We all know that a Camaro, which is a two-person sport coupe, is going to probably look better than a four-door sedan. But I do like both of them overall as their street cars. But what I would have loved to see, I love the orange, I love everything. I even love the yellow on the Matt Dibenedetto. I like this font better that Kane had on his 95. I think it just was a better looking font. Not that this font's bad, but it just, I don't know. Definitely this font I would prefer. But what they could have done is gone a yellow number on this font. So this paint scheme with a yellow font, just change the font, and I think you'd have a really good looking diecast because that was the original plan. Between the two, so I definitely am a fan of that. Throwing a little yellow in there, I think that does look pretty nice. A lot of Kane's cars did end up with yellow numbers by the end of the year, so this Procore car was one of the only ones that didn't, along with a couple of others, but definitely a very different car from last year's. I mean, it kind of has some very similar spots, but overall it is a new body because they're running Camrys now, so they do have to accent certain things on the Camry differently than they did on there. So, but overall, it's still a very good looking diecast. I love this car. As I said, if you want one of these or even have a thought of it, get it now because only 60 of them. That is a low number. So I would definitely recommend. I mean, think about it. There's no door number for the Elite, but I would definitely recommend picking one of these Procore cars up. I love this car. Matt Dibenedetto is a good driver. He's a nice guy. So definitely want to get this one signed along with the Plan B sales car. That'll fit nice in my collection there. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this diecast down below in the comments section below. Really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we will see you all in the next diecast review.